what it means to be an American. America is freedom, and freedom is special and rare.
We, the people of this great nation.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
We, the people of this great nation.
Good morning, my fellow Americans. This is Jace Haber, and you are tuning in to the Republican Nation. So yes, that is a good question. Ronald Reagan asked, "What does it feel to be an American?" 2020. I have no fucking clue right now. I feel beaten. I feel like I've just gone through fucking 2 months of war. I just feel completely and utterly tired. I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. I want to see what this end game is, and I think most Americans do too. I think, by the way, our co-host, Mr. Q, is here. Mr. Q, how are you? Mr. Q, are you there? Q?
I'm here.
All right, listen, we can't have those delays now, okay? Okay?
I apologize, sir.
But anyway, so it's been an interesting morning. I saw the Senate little battle that happened with Senator Johnson and I don't know what other senator is, that Democratic senator. That guy put him in his place. Boy, was that embarrassing. Talking about Russian hoax. These people don't stop with Russia. Guys, let me give you a late breaking news. Russia is not a threat to the United States of America. Let me repeat that. Russia is not a threat to the United States of America. They have not been a threat since like 1991. Okay? Russia's economy is tanking. The only threat Russia has towards us is nuclear weapons that haven't ever been fired, that God knows if they even work. Okay? The only threat we have with Russia is their alliance with China. So let's just put that to rest. And the fact that I saw some interesting things that I did not know occurred. Okay, I learned some new things today in this Senate hearing that was quite interesting. I did not know that Biden's legal team was fighting all this everything along the way. When Trump's legal team was presenting evidence of voter fraud, I didn't know Biden's team was trying to suppress the information, which I find it to be a little bit odd considering it's Trump checking the integrity of the election. I would think no one would be opposed to that, but apparently I was wrong, and it was also brought to my attention hearing Senator Scott of Florida. I did not know Chuck Schumer was trying by all means with every lawyer possible to get Rick Scott out. They were trying to figure out how to create ballots, for God's sakes, to get him out. He won by 54,000, the state of Florida. That's what he won by. A lot of revelations have occurred when you see these people talking. And let me make something clear. That guy that was a witness there, and I'm sure he's a witness on behalf of the Democrats, that has this spectacular record of military background, the Bush administration. Yeah, let me explain something to you. That guy got fired by Donald Trump. He's probably not going to say there was election fraud. He's not going to say anything. Anybody who gets fired is not going to talk very highly of their boss. I'm just saying. Realistically here, people, would you talk good about your boss if he fires you? I don't think so. But that being said, it's pretty crazy to see somebody, but again, these are people that are these are swamp creatures, saying that he literally doesn't believe, but he worded it so perfect where he's not lying, where he's saying it in a way where I'm assuming that it was correct. Like he was watching his words, making sure that he wasn't making a direct statement. Very, very interesting. Meanwhile, you have the lawyer that was defending the case in Nevada saying they weren't letting us use machines. They weren't letting us see the machines. They weren't letting us do anything. The judge pretty much made a decision within hours after we presented 8,000 pages of evidence. I don't know what judge or any, individual on this planet can read that many pages in one night, especially on a legal case. That's pretty interesting. Nevertheless, So many things. I think many things are going to occur if Trump doesn't win. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. For one, I think the Republican Party is not going to be the same party anymore. That's already happening. I think there's literally going to be a party that's kind of like a Trump party, which would be, I would say, like a national party, kind of a nationalist party. I don't think the Republican Party is sticking too much with the Trump with the standard Republicans. I think the America First agenda seems to resonate amongst a lot of Americans, and they like it. And I think that when they see these Republicans, they see the spitting image of what they do not want as their representatives in the government. And I think the fact that Mitch McConnell stood there and congratulated Joe Biden is giving a lot of Americans a bad taste in their mouth, since that is the guy that represents the Republican Party in the Senate. That being said, Mitch, you're a fucking idiot, okay? You should have at least waited till the final. You should have waited till all the legalities. There's still a lot of things going on right now. Yes, Donald Trump in Wisconsin did lose the case. He lost the Supreme Court case. But they did go back and say, you know what? We're going to audit the 255,000 early votes, which, mind you, is illegal in the state of Wisconsin to have early voting. But apparently laws don't matter in 2020. Apparently nothing matters in 2020. Just alone on laws. Listen, let me explain to you something. You don't even have to go as far as voter fraud. Just on laws alone, Donald Trump won the election. That's it. Just on laws alone. Just on the fact that legislators didn't pass these. If these judges would do their job, Donald Trump would be winning every case after case after case after case. Not even on voter fraud. Just on the fact that there is a process that you do when you're changing election laws. You just can't do that. You just can't, I'm going to just change the rules because I want to change the rules because of COVID-19. But meanwhile, there's people protesting all over the streets and causing riots and burning down cities. I'm going to change the rules, though, because people can't get near each other. Again, rules that only benefit Democrats. I've said this a million times on my show. The hardest thing Democrats always have on election year is getting Democrats to go out and vote. Watch the difference in the election in Georgia. Just watch the difference now. Watch the runoff, the Senate runoff, how different it's going to be. That being said, they are also auditing in Georgia. Now, they should be doing also a criminal investigation on that video footage. I don't understand why no one's done a criminal investigation. You need collaborating evidence. You need solid evidence. You need video evidence. And it all has to be compiled into one solid case where you can bring to a court. And I think that case has it. You have the footage, right? You have people doing suspicious activity, whether those ballots were illegal or not, we don't know because we haven't put those people under oath. But we have people in the middle of the night taking out briefcases, okay? So that's the first evidence, right? It's the first portion of the evidence. We have them taking it out of obviously they had it hidden. It was under a table, and they start pulling it out. Then we have more evidence, which is the collaborating evidence, which is we have witnesses that said that they were instructed that the counting was going to be done and that everybody should go home. We're done counting for the night, and we have affidavits under penalty of perjury. And then you have the data, which is the proof. A giant spike for Joe Biden at the same time that they were counting those ballots. Put those three things together, you got yourself a case. Any prosecutor could bring a case like this to the court, and I'm pretty sure once you put those people, I don't even think you need to take them to court. I think you tell them this, and you're facing this much time, they're going to sing like a fucking bird. Problem is they're not being questioned. This is the problem. We're not having transparency. Okay, when the 2016 elections occurred, and this was a statistic that was brought up by somebody in the Senate, in 2016, during the election, they did a poll, I guess, where they asked how many people are worried about Russian meddling with the 2016 elections. Guess how many people were worried about it? 32% of Americans? And this poll was conducted in December. They conducted the same exact poll this year on how many people are concerned with voter fraud. 46%. Now, for a 32%, they were willing to put a special counsel. They were willing to start a Russian investigation that ended nowhere. But apparently those 46% that think voter fraud occurred, it doesn't matter. We just got to move on. That's been the Democrats' message this whole time. Don't look, just move on. Forget about it. This guy literally stood on the stand and said this was the best election we've ever had. Are you fucking kidding me?
I know.
This was the best election when we got. I don't know. He's a joker. I don't pay attention to him. Once they get fired, they become a speck in history.
Oh my God.
The guy was literally saying the best election in our time when we had
The most secure.
the most secure and the most accurate election. Now tell me, when they're keeping people out, Republican electors Republicans electorals out with police officers there for a vote that they're entitled to be there, or when they're not letting people see the ballot counts, you think that is a perfect election? Or when we have footage and leakage and affidavits of people claiming they saw things and fraud, when there was a shutdown and we didn't have results for certain states for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, do you think that that's a perfect election? Yeah, no, I don't think. My logic tells me it's not, and that's enough for me, and my gut as well. So, Mr. Q, what do you want to talk about today? Aside, you said you had some info, some 411, some news on AOC. What's going on with the progressive crazies?
I'm just saying that she's talking getting rid of Schumer and Pelosi. She's basically saying they got to go.
Get them out. I'd rather see AOC than see them, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. I am tired. VP Pence and President-elect Biden scheduled to get coronavirus vaccine. Shit, we're going to lose two of them at the same time. Yeah, I listen, guys, I would definitely... I'm no health expert or anything, but I would wait. I would wait and see what happens with this vaccine. I'm just saying, okay?
Listen, I don't trust these motherfuckers, any of them. Suppose Obama's getting it on TV. You had a nurse. I don't fucking believe that's even the real fucking vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't fucking know. How the fuck we know what they're putting in themselves? You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I would definitely be... yeah, this is so stupid. Look, I'm reading through all the articles of everything that's going on. The things that Biden's saying, oh my God, it's so fucking stupid. This guy is literally, Biden says schools should reopen within the first 100 days in call with governors. This is so fucking stupid. Are you kidding me? Donald Trump's been saying this shit since like July. This guy has no originality whatsoever. This guy, oh my God, what did we elect into office? That being said.
Plagiarism, completely. That's all he does. All
yeah,
day.
Including his wife. She learned from him.
Yeah, oh yeah. You know what? Jay, your name is Doctor today. Dr. Jay Saber. Doctor.
No, you know what? I'm just going to call her Jill.
I want you to call me Dr. Christian, too. All right?
Okay, I'm just going to call her Jill. I'm not going to call her Doctor anything. I'll just stick with Jill.
Call me Doctor.
Dr. Q.
Yeah.
So listen, this is just ridiculous. These are all the things that Donald Trump... Look, I'm going to tell you, so people don't freak out. I honestly don't feel... I feel like we're going to take Georgia, regardless. I think we're going to take the Senate races, although Perdue and Loeffner are not the most charismatic, and they're definitely not the type that would fire up, even though they try. They're not going to fire up the Trump base, but the Trump base will vote. They'll vote Republican just to save Trump's accomplishments. But that being said, Perdue and Loeffner, they will take it. I have no doubt they're going to take it.
So.
Now, that being said, Joe Biden, let me explain something to you. This guy is probably praying right now. He's probably praying. Well, he doesn't pray, but he says he's a Catholic, but I'm not sure.
Exactly. Praise Satan.
Okay, your Q stuff is coming out. Well, that's why we have Dr. Q.
Catholic.
He's
that boy is satanic motherfucker. He is not Catholic.
Watch your language. I've been getting a lot of emails from people
like
telling me.
Fake as a mother.
Okay,
Sorry,
good. That's good.
language.
Fake as a mother. That's good. No, because we want to try to keep it a little. I want to be a little bit of the Howard Stern of the political world, but I don't want to be overboard. Okay. I don't want to be to the point where people are.
Barbara Ferrer. Is she even a doctor?
I don't know who the hell that
you know
is.
Who she is?
I don't know who the hell that is, to be honest with you. But back to what I was saying about Joe. The world is not going to end if Joe Biden does get elected. Let me just tell you this much. This man is far from being a liberal. You can see by his cabinet picks that he's far from being a liberal. I don't even know how he was Obama's VP. He is a Democrat, full-blown moderate Democrat. He's far from being left-wing, and we're seeing it. He lied to all the progressives, told them they were going to get positions. They're not getting shit, which at the end of the day, I think none of them are getting anything, and he's going to make another empty promise like he did for 47 years. But again, I mean, look, it's a long road. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to tell you guys this is going to be easy and Donald Trump has it in the bag. And I mean, look, he's got to, I know everybody's talking about this insurrection, right? To do the insurrection, listen, he's got to have a lot of proof to do something like that. This isn't something, I mean, that would be something extremely, extremely big. I see more Donald Trump, I see more of a situation occurring in the House when they vote January 6th than I do him putting in the Insurrection Act. I know everybody.
But even if he does, it doesn't matter. There's enough proof, Jay. There's way enough proof. It just can't be shown because the courts aren't letting it even be talked about.
I mean, okay, but I mean, it would be a very, very scary thing to see him do that. I would be a little bit frightened. I would hope that he would have warehouses full of evidence because you would have to convince all Americans. Even his own base, he would have to convince them because you can't just claim fraud because you lost an election. Just saying. Now, based on what I have seen and read, I believe there was massive fraud. I believe there was enough fraud that the outcome of this election is by far a Trump victory. That is what I believe. I haven't seen Donald Trump's evidence. I've seen some of it, but from what I've seen is enough to convince me that fraud occurred in this election to the degree that it changes the election results for sure.
It's not even just you. You know how this court system works, so you know that would be enough in the court. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
I mean, the only thing I see is that we're having a lot of confusion. We're having a lot of things because we really don't know what Trump is going to do. We really don't. Like, nobody really knows. Everybody can say,
of course. He ain't letting you know what he's going to do. He's very smart. He learned from prior mistakes from other administrations.
Oh wow!
Telling you pretty much Twitter, what he's going to
do. This is pretty interesting now. Apparently, Twitter now changed their terms of services to the old ways before the election results. Interesting, huh? So basically, they interfered. Basically, all those little fact-checking things and the things that they were doing is no longer going to happen. So basically, they got their end result. They got what they wanted, and now they're going back because they're getting scared because now all these people are turning on them, and they're getting sued, and they're seeing what's happening. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
Do you feel homeless in today's American political world? Not really into either candidate or party? Guess what? You're not alone. Join me and others just like you across this great country for a discussion of politics from a viewpoint that you can't find in today's media. The Middle. I'm your host, Brian Grozier, and I invite you to join in on the discussion by downloading and listening to the Middle American Podcast.
Too late. You created the hell already. You ain't gonna sit there and just backtrack.
Can you believe? Look, this is how crazy the left wing media is, right? There's a new poll that says 60% approve of Biden's job as president elect. That's not even a fucking job.
Where? What? What the fuck? Oh
when he refuses to answer questions about his son and his investigation? Is that what you approve of?
He can't even talk.
I mean, this is he doesn't even remember the senator's name, Orsoff or whatever the fuck his name is in Georgia. Look, I'm telling you, this isn't gonna end pretty. This isn't this isn't gonna end pretty either way. I fear for what's gonna happen. in this country, and I can tell you, Joe Biden, he's never created jobs in his life. He's not like Donald Trump, far from it. Biden, the only job that Biden's ever created in 47 years was for Hunter Biden. That's it. That's the only job that he's ever created. And the one that he has.
Which that's enough for probably half of the United States.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if what people are saying they're actually gonna do. Do you know what I mean, Q? Like people are making threats. People are saying, "Oh, we're gonna go into a civil war. We're gonna go all crazy on these, on this shit. We're not gonna let them take this shit. We're not gonna." But are they really gonna do something about it? That's the question. Are they really gonna do it? Republicans have a reputation for barking but not biting. We let things slide.
Right.
We're classier than the Democrats. The Democrats are the ones that get down and dirty, and they're really the ones that go below the belt. Would we do the same?
Right, but the thing is, the reason why I'm not worried about it is because Trump is just too smart. He's not depending on, his party. You know what I'm saying? He's not dependent on anybody. He knows what he has to do, and he's going to do everything he has to do what he needs to do. You know, it's just,
and I want to tell you guys, I give a big shout out to two people that I respect highly at Fox News. Actually, they're in Fox Business. Lou Dobbs and Maria Bartiromo. Those two people have actually investigated this, have been doing journalistic work. They've actually gone deep into this, and I have the highest and most utmost respect for both of those individuals. I'm going to tell you, they are doing a great job. She's getting her own sources. She literally broke news the other day saying that she has intel source, like somebody who works in the intel community, saying that Donald Trump actually won the election. Mm-hmm. But apparently none of this matters. It's so hard for me to understand how people can just ignore this shit. I mean, maybe I don't know. It's something bizarre to me because I just can't fathom how people can just deny this shit. And let me tell you, I was just debating right now, literally before I got on here. I was on a platform which you guys should check out. He's somebody that jumps in my platform. I got him into doing a podcast. It's called Geopolitics with Tiberius D. Very good show. He's a centralist. He usually analyzes on how, and I mean, his first show was where the Republican Party goes now. His second show, where's the Democratic Party heading to? And he looks at demographics. He looks at the changes. He's extremely intelligent. You guys really have to check out his show. It's an amazing show. I congratulate him, and I'm happy that I was able to bring him into this world. Not literally into the podcast world. And I mean, he's definitely too old for me to be his dad, so I'm not that old. Although some people look at me and they think I'm old as hell, but I'm only 36. Girl, I can't.
Sure, that's all.
Dude, I'm
the beard.
I'm so disgusted. I don't even know why President Trump has his team even talking to CNN. I mean, I don't even
know, right?
Look, this is what people are saying is going to happen. Okay, so basically, to break it down to you, everybody thinks that what's going to happen is that people are going to dispute the electorals, right? And then what you need two senators to stand up and go aye, and one congressman, and that's it. It's over. It goes into voting, into session. The House is split with the Senate, and they go vote their way whether they're gonna accept the electorals or not. And of course, we control the Senate. The House is controlled by state, is controlled by us. And yes, it is 30-20. People actually were commenting on your comment, dummy. So it's 30-20. We control 30 states. Not those ridiculous numbers.
I knew it was 30.
No, you did not. That's not what you said yesterday. Listen, the podcast can be heard. You do realize that people can go back to the podcast and see what you said.
Yeah,
you were arguing
33 and 13. That's exactly what I said.
It's 30 and 20, you dumb ass. There's 50 states in the United States.
Like that's I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that's what I heard. That's all. I wasn't thinking about the numbers.
So
I
what
didn't add
people are
anything up. I was
saying,
just thinking about what I heard.
believe it or not, and I love this guy. Believe it or not, people are saying that one of the people that are for sure going to side, one of the senators that are going to say, I'm with it, they're saying is Rand Paul. They're saying Rand Paul's going to be one of the ones raising his hand saying, if that guy does that, I have the utmost respect for him.
He's straight up.
Dude, I wanted him to be president more than Trump at first. I really liked Rand Paul. I liked his views. I liked the way he handled things. I liked the way his world view on things. He was somebody I really liked. And his father did a great service for our country. Great.
Yeah, he's not strong enough.
Oh, Rand Paul, are you fucking kidding me?
He's definitely not. If I had a chance between him and Trump, definitely pick Trump. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know why everybody's making such a big deal. How? Let me ask you a question. How can Julian Assange, get pardoned by Donald Trump? I don't get it. It wasn't his crimes in Sweden.
Number one, he should.
Sweden?
I think he should.
I don't know.
Did he do anything wrong?
I mean, I don't know. I do see.
He let the American people know what's really going on. Nobody knew that we were being tracked like that.
Dude, I you know what, man? Governor DeSantis, God, I am sorry about that first video I made about you during the pandemic, the first podcast I made. I am so with you. It's incredible. I'm just extremely, extremely excited to have you as my governor. Thank you so much, man. You're keeping jobs open, and he's doing a magnificent job in the great state of Florida. I'm gonna tell you, man. You know what has me even more scared? They're wiping these fucking computers out, man.
What do you mean?
They're wiping the Dominion computers. They've already wiped out a bunch of them in Michigan. That's a big problem.
I think that was already done. I think they stopped that.
Huh?
I think that was done already. I think they stopped that.
They confiscated. I know they've been confiscating a bunch. They've been confiscating a bunch of them. But again, man, they have to have overwhelming evidence. If he flips one state, man, if he just flips one, if he just needs one.
Jay.
He just needs.
That's all he needs.
He needs one, and I think right now the one that he has a very strong possibility is Wisconsin.
Michigan.
Wisconsin. Because if they audit and those signatures,
Michigan doing
they're also they're doing a forensic.
signature
Yes,
thing?
they're doing a forensic audit, I believe, on the machines as well. But Wisconsin, Wisconsin, he's within a very short margin. Another one that's doing an audit as well, I think, is Georgia. I think the Secretary of State finally caved in, and I think they're finally doing a signature audit. I would have to check that out, though. I don't want to mislead people, but I'm almost sure I saw it. But I know for a fact Wisconsin is doing a signature audit. If any of these states turn, bye-bye. 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 So, I mean, this is the thing, though, man. This is the type of things that I see. Like, I'm stop making so much noise in the background, please. We have viewers we have listeners, and they don't want to hear you playing with plates, okay? Take this serious, my friend. I know you're Mr. Q, and you're probably underground right now, hiding from the world and from your conspiracies and all the crazy.
I'm a real human being.
Huh?
I'm a real human being.
Yeah, or what? Do you think you're an alien or something? Or were you cloned just like Hillary Clinton?
I have to do things, you know what I
Were
mean?
you cloned like Hillary Clinton? Are you a clone? Or are you the same guy I knew 5 years ago? Have you been cloned? Now the Republicans see this is why I tell you that the base is so different. This shows you right here. Everybody is turning on Mitch McConnell. Everybody.
I'm telling you, I think Mitch McConnell is being smart. I think he's trying to get the Democrats on his side to get the stimulus thing go through, and that's why he's basically bullshitting with them.
Listen, let me explain something to you. You're wrong. Let me tell you something. You're extremely wrong, Okay, just like you were wrong on Bill Barr and his plan. Well, apparently Bill Barr's plan was to get fired by Donald Trump.
Well, did you hear about Barr, his resignation letter? It was like absolutely incredible.
Well, I honestly think that he got fired. I don't think he resigned. I think Trump gave him an ultimatum, and he pretty much told him, "Listen, I'm gonna fire you. You can resign and go out with pride." You know, Trump, once you cross him and he sees that you're not doing the job, Trump has a reputation for doing that. I mean, and I don't blame him. And that's the way you're supposed to work. If it doesn't work out and you're not doing your job the way you're supposed to be doing it,
Exactly.
You know, this is another interesting thing that people should think about. Why doesn't the Secretary of State want to testify before the Legislative Oversight Committee?
Of course.
The Secretary of State in Michigan that refuses to testify. Dude, I mean, look, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I really hope. I really hope that these people get indicted. In all honesty, if these people committed any crimes,
Jay, they will. I'm telling you, when he becomes president again, all hell is breaking loose.
Q, shut up with Q. I don't even know what till this day. I don't know what the fuck Q means, bro.
You don't have to know.
No, I don't know.
You don't have to know.
Oh, and by the way, just so you guys can see that Democrats don't change. They call for unity. Well, Biden's campaign manager called all Republican lawmakers a bunch of fuckers. So you guys just know this is how they feel about us, okay? This is how you guys feel. This is exactly how they feel about us. Just so you guys can have an idea on how they feel about us, okay?
That's what demons do. They flip the fuck out and they curse. They don't care. They don't know what to do. They can't win and they know it.
Oh man, it's just, to me it's just fucking insane. To me it's just insane. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know what to tell you. It's just insane. This is even more crazier. I'm actually looking at it right now. They actually put a GoFundMe for one of the guys that got stabbed or whatever in DC. Apparently he can't work for a few weeks. The guy that got stabbed in DC. Apparently he can't he can't whatever. He can't work because he got stabbed or whatever, right? The man has literally raised $31,000 and his goal's $50,000. Is he planning on not working for a year? I mean, I don't I mean,
what is he? Is he a Proud Boy?
Yeah, he's the guy that got stabbed. His name is they call him Noblebeard or something like that. I don't know what the fuck they call him.
Oh, listen, man. All the power to him. Hey, he got stabbed. You know what I mean? Like, if he can get his money back and some, who cares? Fuck it.
Okay.
You know?
I want to see how old this is. Hold on, because there's apparently some news breaking. Supreme Court, the Kraken has hit the SCOTUS docket. Has proof of hundreds of thousands of fake Biden votes, Dominion system glitches, removal of Trump votes.
It's called Kraken, not Kraken.
Kraken, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's called. She hasn't proven shit yet.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna come.
Hold on. I'm trying to see the date of this article. December 16th. Okay. We'll see what happens.
It's coming, brother.
Yeah,
I mean, wave coming.
Listen, I have $2,000 on the line here, and
I got 1,000.
I don't want to lose that money. So she better release the Kraken, whatever the fuck you want to call it. She better change these fucking election results ASAP, okay? Because I don't give a fuck what they call it, Kraken, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to lose $2,000 and be ridiculed. I don't want to lose $2,000 and be ridiculed at the same time. That would be very sad.
Oh, I know.
It would be a very sad day in America for me. Damn, bro, it's everybody standing up for Donald Trump. I see so many people like standing up, and it's insane to me, man. I'm very impressed with the Senator Josh Hawley. I think that guy's fucking amazing. I think that is probably that's probably the future of the party right there. If you want to see what the future of the party is, Josh Hawley.
Who is it?
Josh Hawley.
I don't know who that.
He's from Missouri.
Huh.
Senator Josh Hawley. He's really becoming I mean, I'm starting to get a good fun. I'm seeing that this is going to be the new party. This is the Republican Party. The Dan Crenshaws, the Matt Gaetz, the Jim Jordans.
We got some young boys in there and girls now, you know?
Yeah, so I'm seeing.
They're so intelligent, man.
Huh?
And they are so very intelligent.
Yeah, I mean they're extremely intelligent, but I mean Dan Crenshaw definitely for 2024. I'd vote for him in a heartbeat, without a doubt. That guy's extremely well informed. I mean, he's standing up for Americans. He attacked Nancy Pelosi. I mean, the guy, he stands up for what he believes in. Okay, so let's get into the subpoenas of the voting machines in Arizona. Because apparently there was subpoenas that were the Arizona State Senate subpoenas for forensic examine of voting machines in Maricopa County. One American's Christina Bob spoke with Arizona State Representative Mark Finchman, Arizona, to get his perspective on the investigation of the election. It doesn't say anything. It's a video. I'm not gonna watch this shit while I'm live. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be the end result. I don't know. I mean, literally, it's crazy. It's crazy. We know what's gonna happen if Donald Trump doesn't get reelected. We know China, the United States will be made by China. Our country will literally have the little bottom part that says "Made by China." That's what the U.S. will be. They are trying to erase everything. They are trying to erase history. They are trying to.
No doubt about it that Trump is going to be president again. None. Not none.
Is that a fact? Everybody laughs at your comment about the fact. So I have to ask.
In my brain.
But is it your brain or have you been cloned? That's my question. You know, I only have one QAnon friend. Just so you listeners out there know, I only have one QAnon friend. I do have a couple people that stream with me that I think they're QAnon. I'm not sure because they're conspiracy theories. I can't even understand them, to be honest with you. But this man right here, I mean, he's my actual friend. You know, and I've brought him onto the show. He enjoys this. Believe it or not, he actually calls me and tells me, hey, I want to be on your show today. Sometimes I call him because I want to have him on the show. Hey, listen, did you not call me? Hey, I got some stuff. I want to get on your show right now. You've done it plenty of times. But I also call him because it's nice to have another person on the show. It's not easy to run a show by yourself. I do this day in, day out, guys. This is not an easy job. This is far from being easy. I'm constantly, I got my studio, my office. I have a bunch of stuff. I mean, I'm setting things up. I'm trying to take this to another level, a completely other level where we're going to have the Republican Nation. It's going to be TRN, which is going to be a network where I'm going to have different podcasters, and we're also going to have live streamers streaming 24 hours a day, news, opinions, and shows. And that's going to be crazy. We're going to take this industry by storm, and it's all going to be conservative news, real conservative news, and real conservative opinions. So that's where we're at. Real debates, real facts, even the facts that people don't want to talk about, uncensored, and especially not political. Or what's the word that people use when that Donald Trump is not politically correct.
Oh yeah.
Our shows are going to be we're not going to be politically correct. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a journey. And this is, I mean, again, we keep talking about We keep talking about the election, just like we were talking about Russia. It's what's on the news. It's what's on Americans' minds. I mean, if you guys have any topics you guys want me to talk about, I'll be more than glad to. Shoot me over an email at arepublicannation@gmail.com, or you can find me on all social media outlets. TheRepublicanNation.com is my main website. You can hear me on every single platform all over the world, wherever you're at, whatever part of the country you're from. It doesn't matter. You can hear me, and you can see me too on twitch.tv/The Republican Nation. And you can actually see me live debating with all these libtards. So, and it's quite interesting. I mean, I have a good team. We're working on some good things. I want to entertain you guys. I want to keep you guys engaged. I want to have my audience engaged, and I'm trying to report as much as I can. And sometimes I may be off. Sometimes I may be wrong. Again, I'm opinionated. I give common sense politics. I will be wrong on several occasions. Somebody literally just sent me a message today telling me, oh, you were wrong on this. And then I had to go and grab my little Constitution book and make sure that I was right. And then I had to go, no, I was right. You were wrong.
Yeah.
But he had me doubting myself.
I see anything we talk about, you're getting your information somewhere. It's not like you're just making up your information like the Dems do. They just make up their information and they expect you to believe it.
You guys should really look into the Constitution, and you guys should really carry not carry, but have the book in your house on the Constitution. It's a small little book that you could buy that almost every professor, every scholar, they carry it around. It's a small book. The Constitution can consist in a small little book. And you guys should really look into Amendment 12. Amendment 12 is literally what's going to happen January 6th. You guys need to look at Amendment 12. It's key.
Hey, Jay.
Yes.
If I'm not, mistaken here, my first podcast with you, isn't that what I said from day one?
I mean, the thing is, I'm not sure if Vice President Pence will go with it. I mean, again, there's a lot of people
my God, are you serious?
There's a lot of people that go into play in this. This isn't just Trump's call. He's got a lot of support. And he does.
Doesn't matter.
Mitch McConnell didn't help much.
30 and 20. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you need Senate support to get it to that point of voting. So you need at least 2 senators. I believe it's 2 senators to support it. Just so you know. And I mean, I can see Ted Cruz. I can see a bunch of people jumping in on it. I mean, again, all these people, Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer, they will all be individuals sitting in a room where it will be completely controlled by no other than Vice President Pence. He will be in control of the entire thing. So we have to wait. We have to see. We have to see what develops. We have to see what happens. Nothing happens overnight. Again, evidence is piling up and it's coming out. But again, we're trying to create, not we, because I'm not part of his legal team, but they're trying to create an entire systematic criminal conspiracy that occurred in a month. When they took years to take down John Gotti, we're trying to literally find 5 states that committed fraud, connect all those pieces together, bring them to courts in different states. I mean, it is insane. This is very hard. So, my fellow Americans, you got to be a little patient with the system, with the process, because it is a process.
It's really a miracle.
What's that?
It's literally a miracle.
I mean, but what I'm just trying to say is it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not. I mean, we got to collect evidence. That's the way it works, you know. So, I mean, I'm just shocked that we're moving we're moving at a pretty good speed. I think a lot of these court cases were dropped because they were poorly written. I don't think the court cases it was that
procedural.
It was
procedure.
It was the way they handled it. I think obviously you can't compare the lawyers that Donald Trump has to Joe Biden's lawyers. The Dems is the party of lawyers, and they have, I mean, Hillary Clinton's lawyers, which obviously got her get out of jail free for life card, because apparently that lady will never be arrested. So even if that, I think she can literally walk and go up to somebody, shoot him in the head, and she won't go to jail. I mean, that's how much influence that lady has. I mean, it's the most incredible thing. Hillary Clinton. I've never seen somebody. The Clintons have gotten away with everything, every single thing. And listen, I want to make something very clear to all my Americans out there. Do not let people.
She's on house arrest now, so.
Don't. Yeah, there we go. Q. Do not let people. Do not let people intimidate you or bully you on Facebook. Do not get down on yourself. Do not. I keep repeating this because I go through it too. I don't respond or engage. Sometimes I get pissed, but I'll respond with a video. See, because I'm man enough to tell them, hey, debate me. Show me where I'm wrong. Let's do it face to face. Don't be writing. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Tell me in my face. Let's engage. Let's learn from one another and tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong and tell me how, you know.
Their thing is that they try to say, what proof? Because there's no proof that's being shown in court.
Oh yeah. That's listen. When I post up a video, when I'm streaming live, today I had 20,000 people as I was streaming. 20,000. I went, for some reason, I went viral again on Facebook. I don't know how it happens. I don't do anything. Apparently, I come out on the front page sometimes of Facebook in their video section, and then people start engaging, and then it just gets more popular, whatever. So I had a lot of people just writing negative shit to me. And the two main things that were saying, prove it, show the evidence, where's the evidence? And the other thing was copium. They're enjoying this.
I never heard that yet.
Copium is a big word that they're using, like basically telling you, learn to cope. When they, you know why? Because they're deflecting. Because deep down inside, they know that this election doesn't feel right. Okay, they know inside that this, and you got to ignore them. And honestly, I would go as far as to not even log into Facebook until this is all over, because you're gonna see people gloating. You're gonna see people writing hateful messages, and you're gonna see people trying to trigger you. You can't allow that to happen. You got to go on with your lives, and you just got to keep listening to me talk, and I'll make you feel better. I promise. Because I'm always gonna give you positive news. They just want you to get angry, and I know how it feels, because it'll fuck up your entire day. I'm telling you, it will fuck up your entire day, but you got to lay back and let the show take its place and let nature take its course, because it always does, and good always prevails. Believe me, good always prevails. And Donald Trump may not be perfect, but the people that support him,
nobody is.
the people that support him are patriotic, are Americans that love this country. And I strongly believe that, and we're all good people, and I believe we believe in God. We're spiritual people, and I believe that we will prevail. I strongly believe the left really wants to erase religion. They want nothing to do with religion. They want to have us on the ground. That would be their goal. Us having no faith in anything, having us feeling down all the time. I mean, when I think of the Democrats, what I think of is emperors and peasants. How they would look at their peasants, that's how they look at us. And that's how that's the funny part is, that's the way liberals look at us too. And they're the ones that are asking for handouts from the government, which is the ironic part. But nevertheless, we're working Americans. We're tough. We can handle this. Just stay away from social media for now. Because until you have something to say, because you're going to get triggered. They're going to get you. They're going to get you because that's all they want to do. They want to gloat. They want to trigger you. They want to get something out of you, some sort of emotion. And if you do get on Facebook, just ignore it. Post your comments and don't read back the comments that they write back to you. That's how I do it. I trigger them by ignoring them.
What's going to happen is eventually, soon, one of these court cases are going to accept this for discovery, and the true facts of cases are going to come out. Okay? Right now, all they're saying is you have no proof because nothing's been shown in court because they had no opportunity to send it, just to show it. So that is what everybody's, triggering people with, saying, oh, yeah, you don't have any evidence. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? But there's so much evidence that you see every day in hearings and everything, but they're not using that as evidence because they're saying it wasn't in court. So they're saying, that means nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I know what they're doing. I mean, it's all politics. They're trying to put people down. They're trying to make people feel hopeless. That's their end game, and it's okay. It's okay. Let them have their laughs. Let them have their fun right now, and we will prevail.
Is, Jay?
Huh?
Know what my end game is?
What's that?
I tell them, put your money where the mouth is. I will bet you $1,000 that 100% Trump is president. No ifs, ands, or buts. And they don't even fucking put their money where their mouth is.
I put it. I hope I don't lose it. Like I said before, they better release the Kraken Kraken, whatever the fuck that is. Anyways, guys, stay tuned. Thank you. God bless you guys for sticking with me. If you guys would like to help me out, this is a one-man army right now. I'm getting people in, but if you guys would like to give me any donations, I have a Patreon website. It's www.patreon.com/The Republican Nation. You can donate whatever you want. I don't usually ask for donations, but I'm trying to expand this. And it's hard being a Republican. Let's face the reality. I'm a Republican on all liberal platforms. It's very difficult. And I'm trying to get my message across. I'm trying to, and believe me, this is not for personal use. Any donations I take will be used to reinvest into this and just continue to expand and get you better content. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. God bless your families. And God bless this beautiful country we call America. MAGA country, baby. MAGA country.
Good night.
America great again.
Hi, it's Judge Janine. I want to thank you for listening to the Republican Nation podcast. It's an important podcast to listen to because the Republican Nation is all about the Constitution, the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and all of those rights that are important to all of us. We've got to make sure that America doesn't lose any of those rights and that we stay true to our founding fathers' intent. So thanks again for listening to the Republican Nation.